Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium and I've been hit by it too.
It is sizzling beautifully here, and of course, as always, it is overlooked by the grand murals of the great man who lends this venue his name. We are always here in the presence of true magnificence. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quick.
Shot a goal! Palmer. Fofana. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Sancho with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Bellingham. Alaba. Jackson is onto it in a flash. Madueke. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Bellingham. Brahim Diaz. And he welcomes it in. Palmer. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now the finish! It's in! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Now he's off and running. Fofana. Nice bit of skill, and he's Fofana! Oh! Fantastic! About as smooth as it gets. And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips.
Sancho! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Up he goes! No, not the best of headers.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
He's gone forward. Chelsea have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Tchouameni. Eder Militao. Vinicius Junior. Madueke. Fofana. Who played through for the wide man. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Eder Militao. Mbappe might just make this. Now it's Brahim Diaz. He's shifting through the gears here. Brahim Diaz! He scores! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Substitutions taking place.
Lavia. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And that is a little undercooked. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Sancho, he's picked his way through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Jackson, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Palmer, can he finish? Oh, split-second reaction.
Palmer really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Chelsea with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Madrid are looking to go forward now.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Fofana. He could be in here, and the shot's on here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing, and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Chelsea come in at half-time, largely satisfied with where they are. After a half which has certainly had its moments, has been lit up with some flair from time to time. The scoreline in their favour at the break, 2-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. And he's cut it out. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Can he get it through? Can he latch on to this? Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that's fabulous. Chelsea can breathe again, just.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Passes short and sharp. And he's straight offside. He's had it taken off him. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. That's a case of crossing in hope, and, unless they provide
The attendance
some
for
more
this
options,
match
it'll
was
be more missed than hit.
And here's
50,913.
Mbappe. Real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That is lovely. Bellingham. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That has been cut short.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. That's tidy. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Sancho.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Sancho. Palmer. Jackson. Is there any support? He might not need it. Vinicius Junior. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Camavinga. That is a great pick out. Hits one! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, great ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Some really good ball movement. Sancho. Vinicius Junior. Try. Vinicius Junior! Oh, he's been caught napping. And here's Bellingham.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Fofana.
This is the time you need that pace.
Howson. Vinicius Junior takes control of it and he's on the move. Shot could be on. Badiashile gets rid without sophistication. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Chance! Camavinga.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Camavinga. Steaming. Has a go! Just not quite happening for him just now.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. And that should get the job done. And that will be it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, since it first opened its doors back in the mid-1990s, this most splendid of venues in European football has delivered so many memorable games, and it is time once more to lose ourselves in these superb scenes. Just feel it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Cucurella spots it and intercepts. Camavinga, and that is expertly dealt with. Now, what about a counter-attack? So, Jim, who would you identify as the... Fofana! Gusto gets over and intercepts. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Mbappe. Howson calmly anticipates. Madrid looking to pass their way. Vinicius Junior! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Vinicius Junior clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has been slung wide. Sancho on a charge down the left.
Sancho, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Shot at goal! And he's quick to get it clear again. Cucurella. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Bellingham. Lavia gets a foot in here. Sancho. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No goals as yet. Eder Militao attempts a clearance. Bellingham.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, to... And a shot! Goal! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Madrid have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Eder Militao deals with that comfortably. Mbappe. Madueke. Bellingham. Mbappe. Cucurella gets across to intercept that. Lavia. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Jackson! And he's there to get it away. Camavinga.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Great defending, strong and determined. And the counter is on. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gets his pass away. He's beaten the last man. Great hit! It's a goal! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And there is the half-time whistle. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first-half success with another show of strength?
Here we go again.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
He just refused to budge, and he's got his way. Palmer. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great ball if he can get there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's burst through! Vinicius Junior purring through the gears. Well, that pass isn't the best. Jackson. Lavia. Jackson.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Camavinga. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Now it's Sancho. In comes the cross. Howson is there, and he can get that clear.
That's just playing it safe and simple. This is the time you need that pace.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Chouameni. Brahim Diaz. Camavinga. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, super ball! And he's heaved it away. And smartly reclaimed. And here's Vinicius Junior. He's through here. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is...
Mbappe! Yes! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
A case now of complete control. Oh. And the shot! He scores!
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Chelsea give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout.
Number 11. Madueke.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Aim forwards.
Coming on the field.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Nkunku.
Now it's Mbappe. He's through, now is he in?
Number 4.
And here's Rodrigo, and he's lost his man
Number
here.
29.
Sanchez catches it safely. Played it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice. Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Pedro Neto. And there's green grass ahead of him. Endrick might just make this. Cucurella powering forward here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. Fofana does really well to win the ball there. And that's a superb pass. Valverde. Now that's well seen too.
Fofana really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's had a shot! Well, now it's... And he's following up! He's got a goal! And what a climax we have here! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Chelsea give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And that's been won straight back. Time added on will be 2 minutes. He's shifting through the gears here. Closing in on goal. Oh, look at... Can he finish? They've scored! And that should do it! Within sight of... And time is up. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer.
I'm afraid to tell
How
you
would you
that
sum
we're
up what we've
expecting
witnessed,
traffic to
Jim?
be heavy
Well,
after the
Peter,
final
I
whistle
really
today.
couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right position.